Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulullah wa ala alihi wa sallam. Tonight we're going to discuss, inshallah, the chapter 8, and is the chapter related the LaylatulQadr, the night of the decree, which is the most important night during the Ramadan. All nights, and this night is they have two different equations, because this night Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala related to he revealed a complete chapter and regarding about this night and what it is and its value and what it stands for. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أنزلناه في ليلة القدر وما أدراك ما ليلة القدر ليلة القدر خير من 1000 شهر تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من كل أمر سلام هي حتى مطلع الفجر. So this particularly this night Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned it, because he said, indeed we revealed the Quran during the night of decree, and what what will make you know what it's the night of the decree is. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continued next the ayats saying that the night of the decree is better than 1,000 months. 1,000 months equivalent of ajr and good deeds. That's what you are getting for. If you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you confidence and to be accepted by your deed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's the reward you're getting. That's how much it's valuably it is. The angels and Ruh, which is a Jibril, frequently descend in it during the night by the permission of their Lord for every affair. It's all peace until the rising of dawn. So the night that's the angels are descending toward the earth in order for to make for what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered them to do. And then that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is describing. The last verse in this chapter, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is describing how it looks like, the way, and the setting, and the what you're going to experience is tranquility. It's the blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You will see everything. It's calm, peaceful situation, and also you will see the whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have revealed in this ayah, and also whatever the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in another hadith that's coming up, inshallah. So you will experience the set of things that you can distinguish this night from the other nights prior of the Ramadan, the other nights of Ramadan before it, or nights to come later after this particular night, which is going to be the most important one. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explain it to us, what it is and how it's important and what it's like, when you're going to experience, how you're going to feel it, what the characteristics that you can say this is most likely. It could be the very similar night before or night the after, but sometimes you can have feeling, and you will be able to distinguish because of when you have these characteristics that we're going to list one after the other. When you see, you can compare it the other nights before and after, and hopefully you will find it, inshallah, the way that you wish Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you did good, the deeds as much as you could. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it from all of us. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whoever is deprived of the good things of the night of decree is deprived. So anyone who is not going to pay attention, pay effort, pay whatever that he can, so he's missing a lot of good things that's going on in this night. During the night is important that each and every one of us take advantage of it, because you may not reach the next one. Allah knows if you're going to reach next one, and this is the moment you have. So this is your momentum. You have to approach it with the sincerity, with the determination and energy. So, and then take advantage from what you have now. So forget about what's you going to do next year. And if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you that chance, who know, maybe you will succeed and maybe not. But the most important is you focus what you have now, and you accomplish what you can accomplish now. So there's 4 signs that you can tell. Most likely this is the night. That's what you can tell yourself. You cannot rule out, and you cannot tell everybody, tonight was the the LaylatulQadr, but it's most likely if you didn't experience what you will experience, the night in these 4 characteristics, and then you didn't experience later nights that you experience it during the Ramadan, then you can say that night most likely was that night, and alhamdulillah, I did what I tried to do. That was my best effort, and I hope Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepted from me, and I was had opportunity to participate that night with the rest of the Muslims around the world. It's a bright night. Number one, it's a bright night. Whoever lives in the desert or place where there is no artificial light will see and its brightness and feel it. So that's how first characteristics you will identify. Number one. Number two is it's not cold, it's not hot. It's kind of in between, and so it's kind of like mild kind of temperature. So when you compare to the nights before and after, maybe it's relative. It may be not relative. So Allah knows the best. You will not experience and you will not see the asteroids and fire it, to chase the shaitan, from point to point, so when the skies are open, and normally you don't have this brightness in a inner cities, in urbans. So if you live in a suburban area, most likely, or maybe remote city and village, maybe you will be able to see more, those things going on most of the nights. But when you don't see anything like that, shooting stars and asteroids, they go in any kind of direction, then most likely is the night has one of the characteristics that's required to be qualified to be to that for you to say that's what I think, inshallah. The sun will rise with no visible rays on the following morning. So when the night ends, sunrise will be, this like more clearer in the horizon of its rise. So then you will experience such kind of different pattern from that horizon. And that's also what you can say. This is one of the characteristics of the LaylatulQadr, the night of the decree. So, and it's all peaceful, calm, all night, and you don't see that kind of violence and the all kind of problems. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala concluded in the ayah, the salamun hiya hatta matla al-fajr. It's all peace until the rising of dawn. So that's the last ayah for that small chapter. So that's how we're going to know characteristics of the Laylatul Qadr. And inshallah, uh, there are other elements that we need to discuss related to this, but I just want to elaborate and clarify that's important for all of us to focus this kind of the limited time. It's just maybe sometimes it's 12 hours, less than that, maybe 8 hours. So think about that night. You don't know what it is, but the 8 hours of 10 nights. If you focus, the abstaining from all bad deeds, the staying away from everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prohibited, everything that's not good for your religion, for whether it's attitude or whether it's your actions, stay away from those things and focus pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and prayers, the dua, the supplications, trying to be humble and trying to, we don't know if we are, even if we that night we have a chance to the make good deeds, we don't know even it will be accepted from us. So just try to be humble and sincere as much as you can. So the Prophet ﷺ said in another hadith narrated by Muslim, peace and blessings be upon him, seek it in the last 10 nights of Ramadan. If one of you becomes weak or unable, he should not be overcome in the remaining 7. So if some of the nights you miss, 3 of them, something like that, the rest 7, whatever it is, try to compensate, try to do your best. Even the night of the nights you missing or whatever you are and whatever you're doing, don't forget to say one dua the Prophet ﷺ used to say, and that's what he the answer to Aisha when she asked him, if I appear to be that I was in the midst of the night of the Qadr, the LaylatulQadr, what I should do. He said that the very small dua, Allahumma innaka afuun tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni. Oh Allah, you are forgiver and you love forgiving, forgive me. So it's very simple, 3 steps. So Allahumma innaka afuun tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni. So you making these 3 statements that's connected, it's just one dua, and then when you do that, that's at least if you do once for every night, it's important. It's very important. Even starting from now, if you miss several nights that passed, that's okay. But if you continue the last 10 nights of Ramadan, will be good idea, inshallah. So the other thing that I like to share with you is the some of the prophets' companion, they used to focus some specific nights. For example, some of them used to focus 27th, and that's the great number of the Sahaba used to focus and used to think that the 27th is the night of the decree, the night of the Qadr. And there are other ahadith that the Prophet ﷺ, they mention it 23, and those are also, there are some of the companions, which is a lesser number of the other ones, also they thought it was the 23rd of the month. So whatever it is, it seems like when you look all the evidences and every group, what they are, why they think that way and what they are citing for, you know, their reasoning, and which kind of dalil they have, which kind of you know, the proof they have. You know, when you you know, look all those things, it tells you the wisdom of the Prophet ﷺ, telling us to focus the tent is there, because it could be, as the many ulama said, it could be some of the nights where in this year maybe it was like 23rd, and next year could be 27th, because the Prophet ﷺ specifically said the odd number, which is the 21, 23, 25, 27, 29. It's 5 nights. And so the just focusing 10 of them in general, and also pinpointing the odd numbers, are a good idea, because it may be Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided by his decree each year to fall in a specific night of odd number. For example, 21, 23 next year, year after 25, you know, and so on. So we don't know. We just try our best, you know, to, you know, the focus. Majority of the Muslims nowadays, as it was, you know, traditionally since the time of the Sahaba, they used to focus, you know, the 27th. There are a great number of the people, Muslims around the world, 27th night of the Ramadan will be coming as a crowds to the masjids, alhamdulillah. But also it's good idea to focus 29th, 25, 23, 21, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows the best. But, you know, I just made it to summarize and just, you know, try to recap, you know, the explanation of those hadiths with the, you know, the variety of ideas of the ulama, you know, in the past and in the, you know, the now present times. So those are the most important things that I just wanted to summarize about this issue, because, and also many of the Sahaba, many of the Tabi'een, they differ their ideas into the two groups for the 23rd and 27th. And most, you know, the group, the largest group is those who, you know, for the 27th. And inshallah, we keep next chapter, you know, the in i'tikaf. So we will also, you know, this short chapter also, we will focus about i'tikaf inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.